Hi, this is Brian Forrester, and this is a little impromptu video live on YouTube. So what you're looking at here are called Canopa, which is an Inca term, and what they are little ritual vessels. So usually they're in the shape of a llama or alpaca, like these are. And so we're going to look at them individually. Again, you can see this one is in the shape of a llama, and they're all made out of very hard stones, so they would have been very time consuming for people to make, because this would be from the Inca time period, so prior to the presence of any steel or hard iron tools of any kind. So when we look on the inside, you can see that deep recess, and that is where llama fat mixed with herbs would be placed, and then these would be buried either temporarily or one time as a way of ensuring a good harvest. So they would be buried in the ground at the beginning of the planting season. So we're going to just look at them individually. Again, there you see the llama's tail and the llama's head. And then this is another one. These are in a private museum in Peru. They were lent to me on a temporary basis, and no, they are not going to be exported out of the country. Ancient objects of Peru belong in Peru. So this is another one. Again, you can see the deep recess where the fat mixed with either herbs or some kind of perfume would be placed, and it would be lit during a ritual process. Actually, these are probably alpaca, not llama, because you see the folds of where the fur would be. And here's another one. This was clearly used many, many times. Again, all of these are made of a very hard type of stone. And they're called Canopa. And this one has been used so many times that it looks like the head had to be recarved many times. And you also see the damage in the recess area where the fat would be placed. Now, it's not a question of being advanced, it's a question of being a ritual object. And here's another one. This is two llama, or either two llama or two alpaca. And you see in the recess there still is some of the ancient llama fat mixed with herbs. The difference between an authentic one and a modern day replica is that the recess would be quite a bit smaller, not as deep, and would have been done with a modern drill, whereas these were done with very simple hand tools. So obviously this is two llama mating, representing fertility. And then here we have another one that too still has the llama fat on the inside of it. A very hard stone. Yes, two llama mating. And another one with a relatively large indentation for the size of the object itself. Again, they're called Canopa. And this one, which is very delicate, very finely done. You can clearly see that it's been used many, many times, hence the damage in the hole that's there. And another characteristic about the authentic ones is that the bottom is rounded, so they tend to be able to spin relatively easy. So that's something that a modern maker wouldn't bother with. That's something that for some reason the Inca wanted to have as an aspect, not heat damage, just actually maybe heat damage from the wax being used or the fat being used like a candle. And finally, another small one. Again, this is likely an alpaca because you see the folds of where the fur would be. So just another little live video to show you some beautiful artifacts from a little museum here in Peru. What was made in Peru stays in Peru. Thank you.